Hi, I'm Dr. Kelly Hamill. I believe I will be the best candidate for this role as I have strong ties to the community, growing up in Bellingen and then returning after my university studies to serve the community as a doctor since 2009. I run a clinic in Bellingen that has been offering bulk billing since it was opened in 2020, as I believe in universal free healthcare. I'm passionate about politics and particularly health access and equity, social justice and the environment. I'm also incredibly resilient and resourceful and believe I can run a successful campaign and make real change if elected. I'm a very skilled and committed listener and like communicating with people from all backgrounds and all walks of life. I'm a strong advocate for my patients, helping them manage interactions with social security, public housing, the justice system, the mental health care system, refugee supports, domestic violence supports and insurance. I have worked at Greenpeace, the Bodleian Library at Oxford and volunteered at Amnesty International and worked pro bono for the Medivac program for refugees. I have published academically and spoken and written about health and social justice issues in local newspapers, online publications, ABC radio and commercial TV. Growing up, I attended Arama Public School and Bellingen High School. In addition to my medical degree, I have an arts degree with units in politics, environmentalism, sociology and a split major in philosophy and English and honours in philosophy. I have 3 children with my partner of 25 years, having my first child the day before my final year exams at medical school. My 3rd child was born with a rare metabolic disorder, phenylketonuria or PKU, and so I researched and developed the only Australian-made medical food for PKU and allied disorders. We sell this at cost to our PKU community without drawing a salary or generating a profit. At the moment, I'm in North America to attend a conference on PKU, and so I can bring my food mixes to people who can't afford it, who don't have health insurance or a government that provides universal healthcare, and to show that large pharmaceutical companies aren't the only option in the medical food sector, and we need to be providing essential medical supplies based on need and not profit. I put myself forward now as I see that we're in a real crisis in politics, with people turning away from democracy and turning towards authoritarian options, and we face an existential threat with climate change. We need to show people that democracy hasn't failed, we just need better choices. The Australian government has a basic obligation to its citizens and it's failing with that. We need to show people that we recognise this and can provide them with an alternative. And this means offering some solid policies that are well researched, viable and speak to their needs. To break through the disillusionment, we need to show people that politics can work for them. It's not enough to do what we did last time. We need to step up that campaign if we want to maintain the momentum. It's not just about getting another 5,000 voters, it's going to be harder this time as we face an incumbent. This is a very safe National Party seat, and if we want an independent, we need to provide an exceptional candidate who can address all of the community's concerns, from cost of living, access to housing, healthcare and education. I've heard people say that people in this electorate are dumb because they vote National. It's true that they may be voting against their own best interests, but they're not stupid. Politicians speak slowly and don't convey much information and are quite boring to listen to. This is deliberate and creates an environment where people disengage from politics, seeing that they're all the same, and it serves to perpetuate a system that benefits corporation, big business and the extremely wealthy. Is it surprising they aren't enthusiastic about politics? We need to show them that the difficulties that they are having individually with housing affordability, with energy costs, with access to healthcare are all due to policies that can be changed. We need to show people some robust alternatives, like the $950 million, which is all that is needed to fund universal free primary healthcare for all, and that can be taken out of the $6.7 billion the government spends on private health insurance incentives. The government is spending more on piecemeal private solutions than it will cost to fix many of the problems that people in this community have identified. From the private job seeker organisations for people on Centrelink to dental vouchers for children. They are also wasting huge amounts of money on ideological policies like detaining refugees and on support and subsidies to the private sector, like the billions in subsidies going to the fossil fuel industry. They are also not adequately taxing corporations, mining and capital that's largely held by the extremely wealthy, and therefore missing out on billions that could be used to improve the lives of Australians and start to fix issues like climate change. They've also demonstrated no interest in fixing the policies that created the housing crisis, like negative gearing, capital gains tax exemptions, and a lack of investment in public housing. We don't need to challenge people on where they see themselves on the political spectrum, or if they have a conservative or liberal worldview. Even the most conservative voters have an expectation that government should look after its citizens. We need to show them how they have failed at this and what an alternative looks like.